Good day, students. I am Teacher March. Today, we're diving into an important topic about dehydration. By the end of this lesson, learners will be able to identify the different methods of food dehydration, such as sun drying, tree drying, and vacuum drying. Second, explain the purpose and process of food drying, it focusing on heat and moisture removal. Third is compare the advantages and disadvantages of common drying equipment. Last is choose the most suitable drying method for different types of food products. Have you ever wondered how dried mangoes or banana chips stay fresh for months without refrigeration? So in this lesson, we'll discover how dehydration preserves food, extends shelf life, and plays a key role in food processing, especially here in the Philippines. So this slide about dehydration in food processing. So it defines dehydration as removing water from food using heat to extend shelf life by inhibiting microbial and enzyme activity. So the slide also notes that drying can negatively impact both taste and nutritional value. So equipment is designed to minimize those effects. So next is the advantages of dried and dehydrated foods. So first is reduce weight and bulk, so it is easier to transport and handle. So next is convenience. So for examples, you include dried coffee, soap mixes, and fruits is ready-to-use products. Next is shelf stability, can be stored at ambient temperatures. So this slide explains the mechanism of food drying dehydration. So it states that the process involved two main steps. So first is heat transfer. So heat transfer is applying heat to the food. And the next is mass transfer. So it's removing water from the food. So next is the factors affecting drying rate. So first is air velocity. So when we say air velocity, is moving air removes moisture, preventing saturation. Next is ventilation. It is a moist air needs to escape, otherwise drying slow or stops. Next is surface area. So its smaller pieces dry faster due to increased surface area exposed to heat. Last is temperature. It is a higher temperature to remove moisture faster, but excessive heat can damage food quality. So there are the two stages of drying. So first is constant rate period. So when we say constant rate period, it is initial stage where surface moisture evaporates at a steady rate. So second stages of drying is a falling rate period. So when we say falling rate period is a later stage where the drying rate slows as internal moisture moves to the surface, making evaporation less efficient. So next is drying methods and equipment. First is sun drying. So when we say sun drying, is a traditional, cost-effective, and environmentally friendly food preservation method. So it involves exposing food to direct sunlight and air to reduce moisture and prevent spoilage. So the accompanying image shows fish being sun-dried. So next is solar drying. So it uses equipment to collect and direct sunlight to enhancing ventilation. Next is tray and cabinet drying. So batch drying using trays in a heated cabinet with hot air circulation, suitable for smaller scale operations. Tunnel drying. So it material moves on a trolley through a heated chamber. Next is a roller and drum drying. It is a material is applied to a rotating heated drum surface. Next is fluidized bed drying. So, food is suspended in an upward flowing air stream. So, spray drying. So, it is a liquid or slurry is spread into heat air for rapid drying. So, next is pneumatic drying. So, it is a rapid drying using hot airflow, ideal for powders and granules. So rotary drying, it is a material travels through a rotating horizontal cylinder heated by air or conduction. Next is a trail drying. So it is a material moves on a conveyor belt with air blown through it. So next is bin drying. So it is a warm air is blown upwards through food in a perforated bin. So belt drying, it is a food is spread thinly on a moving belt with air passing over and through it. Vacuum drying, so it is a similar to tray drying but under vacuum to enhancing heat transfer. Next is oil drying frying. So it is a suitable for thin food pieces. Temperature and oil proportion must be carefully controlled. So, the equipment types mentioned are largely self-explanatory based on the method description. So, they range from a simple open air system for sun drying. So, next slide is how to test for dryness in dehydrated food. So first is touch and feel. So dried food should be dry, not sticky or moist. So second is bend or break. So fruits should be leathery, vegetables and meats should be brittle. Next is check for moisture. So place food in a sealed jar. Condensation indicates insufficient drying. So last one is weigh it. So you can properly dried food is significantly lighter than its original weight. So for the last slide, so it is for suitable packaging for dried foods. So first is airtight containers. So glass jars ideal for home storage, especially for dried fruits and herbs, or food grade airtight plastic containers prevent moisture. So next is vacuum sealed bags. So it is best for long-term storage like dried meats, fruits, vegetables, removes air, reducing oxidation and spoilage. So for number 3, for suitable packaging for dried foods is mylar bags with oxygen absorbers. So it is a best for very long-term storage up to a years. So black light and air preventing spoilage. So next is a Ziploc or resealable bags. So it is good for short-term storage but less effective at keeping moisture out. So lastly, for suitable packaging for dried foods is paper bags with plastic lining. So it is as suitable for dried herbs and some snacks, but not ideal for long-term storage. For this activity, you will be working in 4 groups. Your task is to create a business idea that uses drying or dehydration as a method to preserve food. So here's what you need to do is you think of a food business. Imagine a small business that sells a dried or dehydrated food products like dried mangoes, banana chips, and then you choose one drying method. From the methods we studied like sun drying, vacuum drying, spray drying, and you choose one that your business will use to preserve its product. And then you prepare to explain what product you are selling, what drying method you are using, why you choose that method, and then what kind of packaging you will use.